Good evening, everyone. So, can you confirm? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, fine. So, okay, my name is Shiva. I'm a Python developer. Currently, I'm working as a Python developer at MMT Software. Previously, I worked as a Python developer at Young Minds Technology Private Limited. I have a totally 2 years experience of as a Python developer, and as well as I'm doing freelancing as well. So today I'm going to teach Python. So you are all come from like data analytics course, right? So I would like to teach Python today. So everyone knows today's current trending technologies are going with AI. So do you know AI? What is AI? Everyone knows AI, right? Guys, am I audible? Can you confirm, please?
Yes, you are audible, and yeah, we are aware of what is an AI.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is my voice is clear, right?
Yes, it was clear.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, so the current trending technology is AI. So the AI entire background in the sense backend is developed by Python only. Okay. So everywhere we are using Python today. So we have to know what is Python and what where it is started, and we have to know. So I would like to start with starting. So here the Python is introduced by Guido van Rossum. He is a scientist. He introduced this Python by 1980s. He started his work by 1980s. He started for his first version by 1991. So now current Python version is Python 3. So some 3.13 point some version is there. So currently we are using this version. So what are the benefits of Python? Actually, so while compare with other languages, everyone knows like languages in the sense normal languages like Telugu, Hindi, English. I'm not talking about those languages. I'm talking about programming languages. So in computers, while using computers and performing tasks and everything, we are doing some tasks. Sorry, we are doing some programs. So there are some languages like C, Java, Python, like that. So here you know what is program, right? So if you don't means I will tell you. So here the program in the sense it's a set of instructions which is used to perform a specific task. Okay. So this is a program. Language in the sense it's a communication language. Whatever we are calling for in real time, that will be as a normal language in computer language as well. So we are communicating with programming language. These programming languages have some names like C, Java, Python, and all. Okay. So we have some advantages in for using Python and some disadvantages as well. So while comparing to other languages, Python is very easy. Okay. Python is very easy, simple to understand, easy to write, easy to understand. The syntax also very easy, and it's a high level programming language. So what we call what is in a high level language? There are three types of languages like in computer perspective. So one is machine level and assemble level and high level. Okay. So here the Python is over totally a high level programming language. It's like a English language. It's whatever we are talking. So it's a high level language. Like English, we are talking like English, right? So it's come under high level language. The overall Python syntax should be in English, like English. It's overall a normal communication language. Okay. While entering the coding, we'll learn about this. Okay. So uh, so actually, where it is going to be used and all, we have to know. So particularly, you are learning a data analytics course. So here, Python also introduced as a so it has a it has a cross platform, and it supports multiple domains. Like if you are going the data science, data analytics, machine learning, deep learning, like AI. So whatever you want to go, you have to need to basics of Python is required. Okay. So that's why it supports like a multiple domains. Okay. And it's a cross platform as well. The Python will be worked on Windows, Linux, uh, and Mac OS. Everywhere it going to be used. Okay. And it is a interpreted programming language. Okay, what is an interpreted programming language? Generally, if, even if you know about a C language or a Java language, those are compiled language, compiled by one time and run by another time. So this is a interpreting language. It has no compile time and all. So while writing the code, it directly compiled by itself. It has a terminal like we are going to save this file as Python code. We can save with as .py extensions. Okay, so this .py extensions will give you like an interpreter. So whatever the code you are writing on the node, means node in the sense we are using Visual Studio Code, because for development purpose also we are using Visual Studio Code. So that's why we'll practice Python code and all also in VS Code only. So I'll tell you tomorrow how to install and how to install the Python and VS Code, how to set up and all. So here, whenever you are going to write the code, while writing the code, if you did any mistake in the code, it directly shows. Without running the code, it directly shows. So that's why it's a interpreted programming language. Okay, so it's directly compiled while writing the code only. It don't have any separate compilation and running. So while compared with the C language and Java language, so there are two operations to for running a program. One is compile. So you have to compile the program first of all. After that, you have to run. Without the compilation, you can't run the program. Okay. So okay. So we're not talking about C and Java. So we are talking with Python. So here Python. So Python have large type of libraries. Support it supports a number of libraries. It have a vast collection of libraries. That's why Python we can call it as simple, very simple, because we'll go with we are doing AI without Python in the sense it's become very difficult, because if you are going with Java also, we can develop the AI with the Java as well, Java and some other languages as well. But we are going with the Python. Mostly we are going with Python because it have large extensive libraries which are already supported to AI. So already libraries are there in the sense we can go with the Python, right? So that's why every AI developer also they are doing with the Python only. Okay, so particularly we are going with uh, data analytics. All right. So here the data analytics for data and particularly for data analytics, we required a Python language like Python, and it has some libraries. So which are NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. It is required for here Python we are using for basic code syntax, and we are if you are going with any interviews and all, they are required basic coding knowledge. Okay, there you can aware about some basic codes and all. So that's why we are introducing Python here, and you can able to learn the Python. Then after you can easily learn Python libraries as well. Here Python libraries in the sense we are using like NumPys, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Here the NumPys are we are using for mathematical calculations. We are implementing statistics and aggregation functions and everything here. So we are working with new NumPy in the sense numerical Python. Here we are dealing with multi-dimensional data. So generally there are types of data in the sense of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, like that. So whatever the data we are having like arrays, normal arrays, single list of data like separated by commas, like these are called as comes under one-dimensional data. So multi-dimensional data in the sense, so matrix, we'll consider the matrix. Suppose there are, we can call it as 2 by 2, 3 by 3, like that we are calling matrices. So those comes under multi-dimensional data. We are dealing with multi-dimensional data in Python, NumPy. So we are dealing with the multi-dimensional data with mathematical functions. So this NumPy is basic foundation to Pandas and Matplotlib as well. So without NumPy, you can't deal with the Pandas and Matplotlib as well. So here, what is Pandas? Here the Pandas is it's a data manipulation. Okay, it's going to manipulate the data. So everyone, you already completed maybe Excel, right? So you are going to like you have a set of records and all. So if anyone completes the Power BI and all, so you have some data, right? If you have some data in the sense, you are going to deal with data. So data in the sense they are going to give the raw data. They not complete the data. That they're not going to provide a proper data to you. So if you are an employee, they're not providing to exact data or proper data. They can give you a raw data. You have to maintain the data and you have to visualize the data. Before visualization, so you have to make the data will be proper. So there you have to, maybe you can pre-process the data and you have to clean the data. You have to find out the missing values. You have to fill the missing the values, and you have to make into the proper data for visualization and all. For you require numpys. Okay, so if you are dealing with numerical data, definitely you require a numerical Python, because it's a foundation to, it's like a backbone to the NumPy's, pandas and matplotlib. So here you have to make some mathematical functions you can apply it here, and you will get the data, and you will terminate. If you want to delete the data also, you need a pandas or some libraries are there. In pandas is generally a library. Here i- in this library there are number of functions to manipulate the data. Okay, so here your data will be ready here. Okay, whatever the data you are taking from your company, or you are practicing with the code, means you are taking for Google. Here your data will be pre-processed and your data will be cleaned here. Okay, so that's why pandas will going to manipulate the data. Okay, in the visualization part, so you required a matplotlib or seaborn. So for advanced visualization you required seaborn. For basic visualization you require matplotlib. So these three libraries comes under, like, Python libraries only. It supports with the Python. So here matplotlib also, here we can, through matplotlib will visualize different bar plots, like scatter plot, line bar plot, bar graph, pie charts. Like that we can display with the our proper data. Okay, for all these we required a this numpys as well. Okay, we require data. Okay, here why we are using numpys also, there are lists in Python. There is a concept called list. Okay, while dealing with list I will tell you. So here the lists are very comfortable, but here the scenario is the lists are very slow as compared to arrays. We are actually numpys in the sense we are dealing with arrays. Okay, array is also a collection of data of homogeneous data type. Homogeneous data in the sense same type of data. Same type of data, we are mostly working with uh, numbers. Okay, so here we are using list in the sense, here we are using with like numbers. We can deal with multiple data types, but here the data is, while dealing with the list, we can whatever the operations we are doing with the list, it's very slow as compared to arrays. So that's why we are dealing with, suppose we are dealing on company revenue, maybe company products, company employee salaries, whatever the thing we are dealing with. So we have lakhs of records, maybe thousands of records we are dealing with that. So there, if the if we are using with the list, it's it's comparatively slow. If you are going with the list, definitely you will get the time. You know what? In past days, we are using 3G network, 2G network, 4G network, like that. So nowadays we are using 5G network as compared to network. So which is very comfortable. Whatever the issue happen outside, that's another part. So everyone likes what is the fastest way we are whatever the getting the data. So suppose we are doing with the Chrome. If you are going searching anything in the Chrome, if it takes too much time, in the sense you are not going to search there. You don't have that much patience. So in the same way, so if you are dealing with the list, you have some time to you have to wait some time to operate the data, process the data, whatever the operation you have to do with the list. It requires some time, not much that, but we are working with the simple data in the sense it gives you exactly randomly, it gives you properly within seconds. Okay, it's fine. If you are dealing with like a number of records, like 10 thousands of records, lakhs of records, in the sense we required a numpys, because here it's going to deal with the large set of data, and it gives the uh, fastest way to operate the data. Okay, so this is introduction of our Python, NumPys, Matplotlib, and Pandas as well. So particularly, so Python, we have a lot of advantages for learning Python. Okay, so particularly if you want to go with the data science, data analytics, in the sense you must require NumPys, Pandas, and Matplotlib. So you're not going with data analytics and data science. You can go with Python as well. If you learn Python, in the sense, you can go multiple. You have multiple opportunities to get a job. Like, yeah, suppose if you're suppose I will tell you some real world applications as well. So here the Python is a base for YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, some Netflix. So some these applications are all built upon, so completely built upon YouTube. So everyone using YouTube, right? The YouTube entirely built upon a Python language only. Okay, that Instagram as well. That Instagram also entirely the backend will be built upon Python language. Generally, Python is a backend programming language. Okay, so definitely you will. There is a difference. Yeah, guys. Am I audible? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, guys. Am I audible?
Now you are audible, but up to now, like till now, we can't hear anything.
System was shut down. I'm not charged, so that's why it's shut down. Sorry for the inconvenience. So we'll start now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think few guys were left.
Okay. We'll wait some time, or shall we start?
It's up to you. Like, I think J1 was there,
Jeevan,
right?
can you?
Yeah, J1, can you check and
Yeah, okay. So, uh, yeah, I am telling no, actually, YouTube. So that YouTube entire backend is built upon Python. Okay. So and Instagram also. So Instagram, Spotify, Pinterest, and whatever Netflix. So generally we are using YouTube or Instagram. Suppose we'll consider as Instagram. Everyone using Instagram, right? So if you are using Instagram, did you observe whatever the reel you are seeing? Mostly you are seeing one reel, seeing one reel on. You have to make some time on some reel. Next time onwards you are getting the same type of reel, maybe it may be audio, it may be related video, whatever the thing you all are observed, right? Guys, everyone, anyone, you observed or not? In YouTube also, in YouTube also, whatever the so whatever the scenes from some movies you are going to scenes or some reels you are watching from YouTube also. So it will show the similar type of reels and it will show the similar type of video scenes, movies. Did you observe? So here behind recommendation systems are going to be work. Recommendation systems, these recommendations are all built upon machine learning and deep learning algorithms. These algorithms are also built upon Python. Okay, here also the Python will be work. So everywhere we are using Python. Okay, by learning Python you will get more job opportunities. You can go as a Python developer, data scientist, data analytics, and big data. So this Python is used in, like, testing as well, Python automation. Okay, Python automation, web scraping. Okay, and cyber security also it's going to be used. Everywhere we are using Python. So don't neglect this Python while teaching. Okay, so this is introduction of Python. So we'll see slides from here. So can you read this? Python is a versatile programming language. So versatile programming language in the sense it's supposed it's supposed to use to different domains as well. Okay, it will be used in different domains. Okay, that's called, we can call it as versatile programming language. Generally, Python is a, we can say like C language is a procedure oriented language. Java is a object oriented language. Maybe you don't know. So object oriented language in the sense we are dealing with the objects. Procedure oriented language in the sense we are dealing with the functions and normal inbuilt methods. But here, Python is a procedure and object oriented programming language. Okay, so here we are dealing with uh, functions and as well as objects as well. Without the objects and without objects and classes also we can use the Python as well. So without but in Java, it's an object-oriented language, right? So without the classes and objects, you can't deal with, we can't write the code for Java. Okay, so that's the comparison, basic comparison. I'm just teaching. You don't know about, I think. So okay, whatever the programs we are dealing with, entirely procedure orientedly. So we don't require classes and all, because we are dealing with the data analytic course, right? So we'll complete up to procedure oriented. Okay, so see this. So this is an introduction. So here, the Python was introduced by 1991. We already told the scientist was Guido van Rossum. So here, it comes popularity like 2000 onwards. It's a very emerged technology. Everywhere it's going to be used, and it is introduced with the data science as well. Data science comes under, like, machine learning. So sorry, machine learning in the sense it's a subconcept of AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, NLP. These are all comes under the subconcepts of AI. So whatever the things we are doing in with the data, those we can call as the data science. Okay. So applications of Python. So we can mostly we are using with data science, web development, automation, and scripting. So web development has it has I'm already told you it has a large number of libraries. Libraries in the sense predefinedly defined libraries or frameworks which we can call as a library. It has a library in the sense it's a uh, number of functions where what we can call as a program is a set of instructions, right? So like that, here set of inbuilt functions is called as a library. Okay, so that may be a framework, that may be a package, whatever it may be. So package in the sense, so we required some packages to work with that libraries. So suppose if you are going with numpys in the sense, we have to install that package from pip from Python only. If you have a Python in the sense, you can install pandas, numpy, matplotlib, everything you can install using pip. So I will tell you tomorrow so how to install these packages and everything.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
I think your screen is not visible. Like you're not sharing the screen.
Yeah, okay, okay, wait. Sorry, the screen was stopped. Now is the screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
thank Yeah, okay, thank you. These are previous slides. Okay, so Python is very easy. So it's a beginner friendly language. You don't worry. So you can learn easily without generally if you're learning other languages in the sense you required a language called C. So we are starting with if you come from BTech background, they know in any college they are starting with the C language. So it's a base language for programming language. Without C language, they can't learn other languages. Like we are learning on words in childhood. So we are dealing with the letters like alphabets. After that, we learn words. After that, we learn like we have to read like we can read like sentences, paragraphs like that. Like so, we require a C language as a base language for learning other languages. But here you don't require any prior programming language knowledge as well. So here you can directly learn. You can start with the direct program. You can start with the Python. Okay, you don't need any prior knowledge of programming on that. Okay, so this is our second slide. So it's already completed. It's like a introduction of Python in 1991. So the scientist was Guido van Rossum. Okay, so the popularity will came by 2000s. In 2010s onwards, it will introduce it with the AI and the data science. So this is the third slide, applications of Python. So data science, I'm already tell you. So machine learning in the sense everyone know about machine learning. I'm thinking, but machine learning in the sense we are going to train the machine without the data. So there are some sub concepts are there in machine learning like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning and all. Here in the supervised learning in the sense we are dealing with the known data in the sense we are giving the label in the sense we are going to give the input and output as well as logic as well. So based upon these inputs and output, based upon logic, some we are trained with the some set of data. Like suppose we are considered like 1 lakh of records, suppose we consider 10,000 of records. So 70% we are going to use with the training purpose. So with these these trained data, by using the labels, input, output, and logic, it going to be predict the data with the labels. If you are given outside of that 30% data, we are giving that testing. We have to divide the data with testing part and training part. 70% you can use with the training part for your These are not like any, it's not going to give the accurate, not appropriate. You know, everyone knows we are not believe every machine gives the proper output, right? So here also we are dealing with algorithms. So some algorithm will give accurate data, some will give approximate data, some algorithm may give different data. So based upon algorithms, it defines, it predicts the data, it predicts the output. Okay, so here the 70% data will be trained and 30% will be tested in the testing purpose. So in the testing phase, we'll get the outputs, like how much percentage we are accurate, it's giving the output, like that we can find out there. Okay, so that's called machine learning with a supervised and unsupervised, in the sense it's directly build the logic from this, like we are giving inputs, it predicts the outputs by machine itself. Okay, like that we can call it as uh, unsupervised learning. Okay, and reinforcement learning, in the sense here uh, trial and error basics, like based upon yes or no. Suppose it's predicts some data, like it's based upon they that mission perspective, we are checking the data. It's, we know that it's correct or not. So if you are giving like it's a correct, it's not, it's a wrong, like that we are giving based upon that that yes or no, correct or wrong, based upon these solutions, that machine will be trained. Okay, that's we can call as a trial and error analysis, reinforced learning, in the sense. Here web development, if you learn Python, you can go over web development as well. Python supports a framework called Flask and Django. These are Python frameworks. So it's going to be provide a interface between front end and back end. By using these framework, we are going to develop websites, web applications. So if you have knowledge about HTML front end technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, anything, you can go with a web developer as well with this Python. You have, but you have to know about Django or Flask for integrating both this front end and back end. So it requires some database also. So it supports like MySQL, SQLite, PostgreSQL. It supports different types of databases as well. So in coming to Django framework, particularly Instagram and Spotify. So these are built upon Django framework only. Particularly, it used a backend framework called Django only. Okay, automation as well. We nowadays in previous years they are using only Java automation and testing purpose. We are using Java now. Python automation also comes into the picture nowadays. For testing purpose also we are dealing with Python. So for automating the task, automate, what is automation. So here whatever the task continuously we are doing that, for that purpose we can make some code for that. It's automate the our work. Okay, whatever the data we have to given as input, it automatically complete that work and will give the output. Suppose suppose it works with the files. Suppose we have some data, like we have a set of screenshots with the document. Okay, so here you can't able to the screenshots into as files, right? So what should you do? So here you require this, you have to separate the screenshot as a files, like a, maybe it's a PNG, maybe it's a JPG, whatever the image files you have to separate. Here you can automate this task with the Python automation. You have to write some separate code for this. So you have just give that document with the screenshots, that document dot docx, documents extension is docx, right? So you have to give that file as input to that automated task. It's going to give separate files as image files, which are already involved in, which are already you put it in the document file. Okay, so it can be separately automate the task, like email, sending emails, scheduling works, everything you can automate with the automation. Okay, so here why use Python for data analytics? So we already discussed. So easy, it is easy to learn. So while dealing with the code, you can also know about this Python, why it is very easy and all. So I will tell you a simple example why it is very simple and why it is it's a human like a high level language here humans very easily understand. Why I'm telling, like, suppose if you go with a, suppose we are going to an interview, so uh, you need resume, right? So you need a hard copy of resume. So what should you do? You have to go you have to go to Xerox shop, right? So there you have to ask the printout from shopkeeper, right? So how do you like ask to shopkeeper? So print this document, right? Print this document. So what is the communication here? Print document, right? So like that way. So if you want print anything, suppose if your name is Aishwarya, so you have to print your name as Aishwarya, right? So just write the code like print Aishwarya. You can able to get the output as Aishwarya as output, right? Okay, it will be printed in output screen. Okay, that much it's simple language well compared to other languages. Suppose if you are dealing with the C language or Java language, you have to write at least 4 to 5 lines of code here, but you will easily write in within one line of code. You can easily print that statement. Okay, so that's why we are calling as very simple, readable in the sense it's like a normal communication language. Okay, so syntax also it's maybe it's very simple, not maybe it's very simple, but here the one disadvantage is also there. So particularly beginners, I have to say that. So here, so if you are going with the C or Java, you don't need to follow the indentation in the sense, while starting the code in a terminal or VS Code, whatever we are writing in a separate folder as well, separate file also. So you have to make indentation. You have to follow indentation here. Indentation in the sense you have to follow from left to right. You don't start like half of the page or after two space, after two tabs. You don't start with the code from like spaces and all. You have to follow from left side of the terminal to, you have to start the code from like that. And while dealing with controlling statements, functions and all, you have a separate indentation. It's automatically come, but you have to analyze that. Without following indentation and all, you will make it errors definitely, because whatever the code you written is maybe correct, but you are not following indentation in the sense you definitely will get errors. It will raise the error called indentation error. While dealing with the code, will sort out this issue. I will teach you how to write the code and how to analyze the code, how to rectify the errors and all. So we'll learn. Don't worry. So rich libraries. So I'm already told you libraries in the sense these whatever the NumPy, Pandas, uh, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Flask, Django. These are Flask, Django are all Python web frameworks. So and there are some other language, other packages also there. TensorFlow, Scikit-learn, PyTorch. So these are machine learning support packages. So these all are packages. You can sometimes you can call it as packages. Sometimes you can call it as libraries. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, both the meanings are same. We have to install from pip. These are supportive libraries for Python. So we have to install from there whatever the required framework we require, so we can install that. So strong community. So strong community in the sense it supports different domains. Okay, so strong community, it supports different domains. I'm already data science, data analytics, web development, game development, cyber security. So everywhere we are using Python. Okay, flexible and scalable. It flexible in the sense it supports with for small projects, and it supports for large projects as well. Okay, scalable in the sense while developing project, suppose scalables in the sense, suppose we developed on project with the web development. Suppose we are now currently big billion is working, right? So big million days in the sense, suppose every year users may be increased, right? They have a server, they have their own servers. Even servers also not managed. Some users are increased in the sense, what they should do, they don't allow the user to install the app. They don't allow to register into the website. They're not doing that because they want business. They can allow, they can scale their app, scale their website, but they don't stop the user to register into website. They don't allow to uh, uh, installing the website and all, right, installing the app and right. So they definitely scale their that whatever the storage, it may be storage, it may be website, they will scale their website. Okay, they will increase their servers, they will increase their database. By using these methods, they will scale the website. Then they can easily work with these websites. Without this, because everyone using these websites, right? So how can they manage these number of users? So that they are going to scale their websites. Okay. So NumPy, I'm already told you, it's a foundation of pandas and matplotlib. Without learning NumPy, we can go with the pandas and matplotlib as well. But we are dealing with directly with the pandas in the sense, it may you can difficult to understand. Okay, so that's why I'm introduced the NumPy as well. It is the basic of pandas and matplotlib. Okay. So lightning fast arrays, so handling massive numerical data set with incredible speed and efficiency. Okay. Support complex multidimensional power. I'm already told you it's worked with multidimensional data. Okay. Support complex mathematical operation across multi dimensions. Multi-dimension in the sense, one dimensional data in the sense, suppose like 1 2 3 4, like in the sense, it's a normal series, it's a series, like it's a normal data. 1 2 3 in first row, 4 5 6 second row, 7 8 9, it's a third row. It comes under, like we can call it as a matrix. It's a 3 by 3 dimensional matrix. So these we can call it as a dimensions. Whatever the rows and columns, based upon columns and rows, we can define the dimensions of that matrix and the data. Okay, foundation for everything. So data science, particularly data science, if you want to learn data science in the sense, you must learn to numpys, pandas, matplotlib, you must learn. So if you need to learn these libraries, you must learn python. So without learning python, you can't able to learn these libraries as well. Okay. Pandas, powerful data handling made simple. So data handle, we are dealing with pandas. Okay, so here we are dealing with data frames. Okay, so you already completed Excel sheet, right? So we can call it here pandas work with the series and data frames. Series in the sense, here you can able to see one diagram here. Okay, so suppose we'll consider as an Excel sheet. We have columns and rows, right? And we have one header as well. Okay, so each row we can consider as a series. So suppose if a file has only one row, in the sense, only one row we can consider as a horizontal row, right? Okay, so columns we can consider as vertical. Okay, here every row we can consider as a series. Okay, we are dealing with one row of data, in the sense we can go with the series. Okay, if we are dealing with the Excel sheet in the sense, it have multiple data, like multiple rows and multiple columns. Okay, so there we can able to deal with data frames. We can convert this data into data frames, and we can easily visualize the data with the python, with the pandas, while creating with the data frames. While learning with the pandas, you can able to see in Python Jupyter Notebook. Directly we can load this Python Excel sheet into pandas. So there you can visualize the data, whatever the data included in Excel sheet. Okay, and data cleaning made easy. So here you can easily delete the data and find the missing values. Okay, and so we have like in raw data, we can able to find like a non-negative, sorry, not a number values, none values. So these type of values we are getting in raw data. So we have to remove or we have to fill these type of data. That is called as a data cleaning process. We can use pandas. It has some functions to come to fulfill the data or to drop the data. So by using those functions, we can easily find out the missing data, and we can easily drop the data, and we can easily fill the data. Okay. So data cleaning made easy with the pandas. Okay, universal file support. We can deal with CSV. CSV in the sense comma separated values. So it supports comma separated values. We can convert this data into proper way with the data frame. We can convert into data frame, and we can load these Excel files into pandas, and we can deal with the JSON files as well. JSON in the sense JavaScript object notation files. So here the JSON files in the sense it looks like a generally JSON data will be come from databases and APIs. So while dealing, if you are suppose if you are come if you are a web developer, if you are dealing with the backend and all, so we are dealing with the APIs. So there you will get the data in the format of JSON. Okay, so JSON and dictionary also there in our data structures. One one concept is there, data structure. It both looks like same, but both are different. So it has a same like a key and values. So we'll data getting like a JSON format, like columns. We are seeing in Excel like columns and values like that. See, in the same way, there are also uh, uh, like a key and value. Okay, attribute name and value, attribute and value, like that we'll get the data. Okay, so analysis ready data. So analysis ready data in the sense we are going to, after preparation of data, we are going to visualize the data. In data analytics, you are using after cleaning process, you are going to Power BI. So there you can visualize the data as per your requirement or as per company requirement, right? So there you are using Power BI. Some other technologies are also there. I don't know actually, but here Power BI is mostly they are using for build their visualization. Okay, so for that you have to prepare the data first. You have to make the data will be proper. Okay, so here we are using pandas for data to clean the data and maintaining the data. Okay, so matplotlib. So here the data will be bringing into to visualization. So here whatever the data we are getting after preparation, after pre-processing. So here we can call it as in the pandas like a pre-processing or preparation. What we can call as like in data science terminology, there is a one flow is there. You have to collect the raw data. You have to prepare the data, process the data, train the data, test the data, build the model, so predict the data. Like that, it is a process. So if you go through that, you can able to learn about that. So here matplotlib is going to use to visualize our data going to be visualized. Here visualization in the sense it's maybe line graph, bar graph, scatter plots, pie charts. We can visualize whatever the requirement of our data. So we'll going with our requirement. Okay, so here we can easily find out the trends, patterns while visualization. We can able to easily find out the patterns, trends, which suppose we are dealing with companies data. What is the shares increase, the decrease, the stock market. So employees data, employee salaries, employee what it is performance, everything we can visualize. Okay, by using this matplotlib. Okay, it's fully customizable. Here we can customize as our per requirement. Whatever the requirement, we can make with the pie chart. We can make with the bar graphs, and we can make it as labels. Whatever the in like in the graphs in the sense we can call like x and y coordinates. We can put like x coordinates labels, y coordinate labels. We can make colors. We can make uh, type of graphs. Whatever the graphs required for visualization, we can do with the matplotlib. Okay. So how these libraries work together? So for handling the data, we require numpys. We can fastly compute the data. Okay. So for organizing the data and cleaning and maintaining purpose, we require pandas. For visualization, we require matplotlib. Okay. So by combining these three, it should be a powerful toolkit for data analytics, for visualizing the data. Okay, so data analytics is comes like, entirely whatever the data you combinedly visualizing. So whatever the output you are showing, it comes under account, right? So these three will be main for data analytics. Okay. So what you will gain from learning Python for data analytics? So you can tell me. So I don't want to tell you. I'm already shared some knowledge about these things. So you can tell me what you will get after learning these things. First you can tell me. After I will tell you. So anyone, can you tell me, guys? What you will gain after learning this Python course for data analytics? You can easily guys, I'm asking you online, guys. I'm asking you only. Actually, here offline only one guy is attended, so I'm asking you as only. So if you complete this PPT, I'll go with the table of content. What will I think they shared with you? Table of content they not shared with you. Okay, I will show the table of content with you. What we are covering in this entire course. So I will I'll show you. So can you tell me? So what you understand, what you will gain from this data analytic course with the Python? Okay, so first of all, while learning Python, you can deal with the multiple domains. Like you can go as a Python developer, Python backend developer. You can, if you learn front end technologies, also you can go with a Python full stack developers. If you learn Python automation, in the sense, you can go with a Python tester as well, Python automation tester. So if you learn Python library, game, some libraries also there for game development also. So and for particularly data science, data analytics, big data, machine learning, deep learning, AI, you require these Python libraries as well, which are pandas, numpy, uh, and matplotlib, seaborn, like some other libraries also there. So if you learn this, these are the opportunities you will get into the job. Okay. So after learning this, you will get a basic knowledge of programming language. You have to able to uh, uh, you have to do basic coding as well, because if you went any if you went any interviews and all, so there they will definitely ask basic coding. So you require that. So you have to know what is coding, how they're writing, how it's going on all. You require that basic coding. So we are covering the basic coding from Python, and and so and we are introducing numpys. So these three things for data analytics course particularly. Okay, so you already know data preparation, data handling, data visualization. Okay, so you will get all these things from this course. Okay, so if you have any questions, in the sense, you can ask me. After that, I will show you the table of content what we are going to cover in upcoming days. So tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start with the practical session. For tomorrow, we'll install the VS Code. We required VS Code to practicing code and learning these things and all. And we required Python software. Uh, Python is an open source. You don't require to pay any amount to software. It's an open source. You can easily install from browsers. If you know, you can install tomorrow. Otherwise, I will show you how to install the Python and VS Code as well. So up to now, if you have any doubts in in this session, you can tell me. I will sort out now. So here offline members are no one here. Only one member is here. So I'm asking you guys online who are attending from online. So if you have any doubts, means you can ask me if you have any queries. So otherwise, you can put it in chat as well. Okay. Keep message in chat as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, these are the concepts we are going to cover entire session. Okay, so in Python basics, we are going to already we covered introduction of Python, history of Python, benefits of Python. Uh, so tomorrow onwards, we'll start with the practical session. So we are first we can start with the variables, comments, data types, operators. So after that, we'll go to loops and conditional statements. Okay. After that, functions and lambda expressions and all. After that, we'll go to list, tuple, dictionary set. These are called we can call as data structures. Okay, data structures in Python. Okay. So after that, strings. Strings also a most important thing in Python. Actually, mostly these concept, if you learn these concept, you can able to attend for any interview for clearing the basic coding route. So generally in previous days, everyone ask C also they are included, C languages also they are included for clearing the coding route. But some uh, so from I think 2 3 years onwards, they are not including C language in coding rounds. They're only mentioning Python or Java. Okay, so that's why you have to learn. Okay, so now not only now, so in the upcoming days, Python going to play a crucial role in every IT industry. So you have to learn Python. Uh, so don't neglect this Python. So strings and file handling. So here I'm introducing file handling as well because actually I'm just introduced with the pandas. But if you introduce as in Python also, you can easily understand in with the Python as well. So that's why I introduced it in Python also. Okay. So here we are going to cover like basic things like read, write, append the data like that. Okay, read and write operations in file handling. So actually required import and export. Import in the sense you have to upload the data, upload the files from external source to our Python code. Export in the sense, so we are going to whatever the data we operated with the pandas, we have to export the data into some files. Okay, so in NumPys, we have to know arrays was a list. So whatever the differences between arrays and the lists, why arrays are fastest and everything I'll tell you. So how to create arrays, how to access. Uh, so slicing in Python course also, and I'll tell about slicing. So with this slicing, the Python here the Python coding is very easy. So I'll introduce slicing as well. So array operations and back broadcastings. So aggregation functions. So aggregation functions like sum, median. So like this functions. Random modules. So random modules in the sense generally you already know randomly we are generating the data with the random function. In particularly Python will generate uh, numbers. Okay. So I will tell you. Okay. So pandas. So here we are dealing with the series Series in the sense one dimensional data we can call it as series. Data frames in the sense from two dimensional data onwards, so we can call it as data frames. So we have to convert the data into data frames. So an import export comma separated values, Excel files, JSON files, and viewing the data, inspecting the data, and all. So indexing and the data, and I means we have to access the data. Okay, access in particular location. Okay, filtering and conditional data, and like whatever the data up to based upon condition we are getting the data. So here we can call it as filtering based upon condition. Okay, handling missing data. So we have to find out the find out the like missing data in the sense if the data is like not a number, none, null values like that we have in the raw data. So we have to find out with the is null if it's going to true or false values. So based upon how to fill the values, fill now in the sense it's going to fill the not a number values or none values. Drop now in the sense whatever the not a number values, those values will be dropped. So if you are dealing with large number of sets in that sense, if you are dropping uh, 10 to 20 records in the sense, it's not a big deal. The data will be appropriate. It will be deal with the it gives a proper output. Okay, so matplotlib, so based upon data we are working with line plots, bar plots, scatter plots, and pie charts. These are enough to display the data whatever required. So whatever the concepts we are covering in this Python and numpys and whatever pandas and matplotlib, these are all are basics. Okay, so these are all basics. We have a number of methods, functions also there. But whatever the required for this data analytics course and data visualization purpose, data handling purpose, we are considering these things. Okay. So, okay, guys, tell me. So, if you have any queries, means you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll close the session. So no one here actually. So I'm asking you guys who are from online. So can you can keep the message in chat box as well. Otherwise you can speak out from mic as well. Hello guys. Anyone respond please? Do you understand? If you have any queries in the news, keep the message in the chat box. Okay, tell me. What about you? Do you understand everything? Is that everything is clear? Yeah, okay. No question from my end. JST, no doubts. Hmm. What about remaining? Guys, what about remaining? Everyone is understood. If you have any queries, means you can ask me now. Yes, Rajesh, they answered. They have no question from their end. So what about remaining? Like Aishwarya, Ramya, Vamsi, okay, no doubt. So from Vaishnavi, okay,
No
Sairam,
doubt.
yeah, Pavani, Velpula Pavani, Gumadi Pavani. So guys, I'm expecting from your means response. So if you give a good response in the sense, I will teach you very well. So you don't worry. You will get good knowledge as a practical knowledge. You will get a good practical knowledge from my side. So I need response from your side. That's it. Good interaction and response. That's I need. Okay. If you have any chance to get attend to offline, so it's very good. So because we have a board here, so whatever things you not understand in the sense, I will teach with the board as well. Okay. Here you can easily understand with the board because uh, somewhat there is a difference while teaching with online and offline. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you if there is chance to get to attend offline, so you can able to come to offline. Okay, so that's my suggestion from my end. So I need interaction and response from your side. That's my that's my from my end. That's it from my end. Okay. So, what about the remaining guys? You not responded. So, Vamsi, you're listening or not? So, Banu Prakash, Sairam. So, don't take it as an easy. Okay. So, Python is here. No, you will definitely understood the what is the important of Python after attending interviews and after few days. Definitely, you will understand what is the importance of this programming language and all. Okay, not full. I'm not telling about not for only data analytics or data science. So it is used everywhere. You already know. Okay, so don't neglect this course. So attend every day. So don't miss the class. Okay. So if you miss the class in the sense it's your fault only. Okay. Recordings is that. But if you have any queries in the sense you're not able to ask me. So that's why I'm telling you don't miss the class. Okay. Everyone understood? Yeah, yeah. I'm asking that only. Response. Response. I'm asking response only. Guys, if this session is clear, if anyone have any doubts, if you have any doubts or any queries, you can ask me or ping me in message chat box. No queries, no doubts. Uh, some people already mentioned. So what about remaining? So every day the session was started by 6:30 sharp. So don't skip this session. Okay. Yeah. So being a fresher, only one difficult thing while learning Python that is called indentation only. So if you follow proper indentation with the Python, so you definitely you can easily learn this Python very easily. That's not an issue. Somebody already, I think, already covered. Maybe they know about the C language or Java language, but they don't follow the indentation there. They just followed syntax only, like every statement with end with a semicolon like that. But here no semicolons needed for ending the statement or closing the statement. But you have to follow the indentation only. Okay. So try to install VS Code and Python. So the latest version was Python 3.13 point something is there. Actually, previously 13.13 is there, 13.16 something, 16 is there. So I think maybe it's maybe upgraded. So you can install if already you can install Python, any Python software is installed in your system. You don't worry, don't need to install any other Python softwares. So it supports all versions. But actually here Python they introduced some versions. Why they are introduced the version in the sense, so they upgraded some. So you know why I'm asking you. So why mobile phones will be upgraded with the versions like Android 14, 15, like that. We are getting version updates, right? Why are they are giving updates for our phones? Hmm? They are going to adding some features to our phone, our software, right? So they are going to updating some features, and they're going to remove some. Recently their changed phone software, they updated their background, entire visuality, everything is they change. Most people they don't like, but still it is it's showing like the tone. Okay, so here they're upgrading their versions, features, everything they are upgrading. So like that, here in every version they are updating their versions. Okay, here currently they are updating the version Python 3.13. After that they are upgrading continuously. But here the major versions are 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. In that there are some subversions also there. Okay, so everyone try to install Python software and Visual Studio Code. Those to be available in Google Chrome. So it's a open source software. It's a open source software. You can easily get from browser. Need not to pay any amount. Uh, need not to create any credentials, registrations. No need to. So you have to just install from browser. Okay. Okay, guys. That's it from my end. So if you have any queries, I'm again asking you if you have any queries in the sense, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will start from tomorrow. So 4 minutes left. So if you have any queries, means you can ask me. Okay. So everyone have a laptop, right? Yeah. Try to attend offline. There is no possibility to attend offline. You can attend with online. Okay. Yeah. Jeevan, Jeevan, are you there? Yeah, 3 minutes left.
If the task is completed, is to supposed to close the meeting for if the task is completed before then, sir used to close the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, if you have any queries, means you can ask me. Otherwise, can I? Otherwise, I'll close this session. Can I close this session? Tell me. Respond, guys. I'm expecting response from you. If you respond, means I'm very happy with that because I'm also satisfied with your response. So I'm asking your response only. Interaction. I need. I needed interaction from you. So you don't have any queries, right? Say yes or no.
No, sir.
Keep chat. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So I'm asking that only. So can I close this session?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.